everybody. So you know how I was doing FTB Unstable? Well, they call it unstable for a reason. I think I'm going to shy away from 114 packs for a little bit. I'm doing an Enigmatica 4 off camera just for fun, and it seems like 114 still has quite a few issues, or my computer doesn't like it, or something. I don't really know. But yeah. So there's some interesting things going on in my personal life. So I figured a good mod pack to play is Death is Coming. So I chose Death is Coming as my next mod pack. It's a 112 mod pack. It has all your basic, Minecrafty mod pack mods in it. Astral Sorcery, Thaumcraft, um, probably Botania, probably Applied Energistics, uh, just pretty much all your probably Tinkers. I didn't really look through it. I just figured, what the heck, let's go for it. One thing that's in here is the AOA mod, which the only time I ever played AOA was when I tried to do Scramblecraft. So I figured this would be interesting. I'm assuming that it's not going to work. I'm assuming that I'm going to cut this mod pack short as well, because I'm going to go to a dimension and my game's going to crash. That's my theory, but we'll see how it works out. Advent of Ascension is a fairly large mod pack, so we'll see. There's Astral Sorcery. Bibliocraft doesn't really count. Has some cool stuff, but nothing really cool. Biomes aplenty. Yeah, there's Botania. I know there's Thaumcraft in here. I know Astral Sorcerer was in here. I don't know what Charm is, but got cool oak barrels and stuff. Basically, bringing 114 stuff into 112. Chisel, naturally. Electro Blob's Wizardry is kind of cool. Farming for blockheads. Sorry, I started getting these weird notifications about people changing their privacy levels, and some people I don't know want to be friends on Facebook, which I should really just like. I really multiply considered destroying Facebook out of my life so many times, but every time I get a new device, it has it ends, or any of my old devices, it's linked with Google or some crap, so I always have Facebook's always logged in, so I'm like, oh, I wonder how XYZ's doing, and then I look them up and I'm like, hey, how you doing? And then I end up posting statuses and getting back into Facebook and hating my life even more because it's a drama filled. Yeah. Anyways, you can see there's just a whole lot of different mod packs. One I'm not happy about is Twilight Forest. It seems like, I don't know how I feel about it. Everyone has done Twilight Forest, so it's nothing it's not really cool anymore, I guess. So I actually took a little bit of a break from this, and I haven't been feeling all that well. We're still at this nonsense of the COVID-19 crap. So this is, by the time this is online, it's probably going to be over, I would assume. But we'll see. Oh, come on. It's lagging and I'm getting destroyed by a snow charger. They're from the AOA mod, and if it doesn't stop lagging, I'm gonna die. Yeah, we're lagging. I did do a test world in this, and it seemed like it was running okay, but like I said, yeah, I'm dead. Like I said, Advent of Ascension is kind of, it's a rather big mod pack. It adds I don't know, a bunch of dimensions and stuff, so I don't really know how my computer is gonna handle it. but only one way to find out. Like I was saying, I don't really know what I was talking about, but I was doing Enigmatica 4 to test out 114, and I did a test world in this just for fun, and I don't know how my computer is going to handle it in the long run. Like, right now, it's okay, but it seems like, we're, what, 4 minutes into a video and it's already lagging? That's usually a sign that things ain't going to go very well. I am amazingly, I'm really kind of curious, like, I really thought I was going to get interrupted. I heard some noises. Apparently, I get to enjoy my quiet time. Wanted to go for a walk and stuff, but I don't know. I ate a pepperoni sandwich really late at night, and I got, like, super heartburn, so I stayed up all night, and then I felt like crap, so I kind of just been, chilling out for a while, because I don't know, the way I'm feeling, I walked to Dollar General, but besides that, I kind of just want to be left alone. People just disgust me. Like, humanity as a population anymore, or maybe it's just this town, or just the people that talk to me. Like, I just wish I could, like, string them up to the back of a horse and smack the horse. But, it is what it is. So I'm not sure how big this landmass is, but I really don't want to get into an issue with any different, like, creatures. So I want to try to build some sort of shelter, or find some sheep at least. Because if I have to deal with a couple chargers, that's not too bad. But I don't want to have to. I don't have to deal with the nighttime mobs too. That would be very counterproductive, counterintuitive to our health, or something. A bunch of words that make some sort of sense. Oh, it's getting dark already? Seems like that was kind of quick. So I don't think we're going to live, like, in the ice flats of death here. But I'm trying to find more landmass, so I decided to cut through here. Figured it'd be a good idea. Whether it is a good idea or not is yet to be seen. So I don't think I've seen Tinkers. Like, I was looking, and I don't think I saw Tinkers in the mod pack list. So that's a little interesting. Usually Tinkers is in, like, everything, but and I don't think there's no ore excavation either, which is all right, but it kind of speeds things up a little bit. We're gonna hop over to this little igloo, see if there's anything cool in it, and I think it'd be a cool place to spend the night. There should be a bed in there. There might be an underground too, with a chest and a brewing stand. If that's the case, get ourselves some more stuff. Not in this one. That's unfortunate. And there is a furnace. I mean, I don't know if I particularly need a furnace, but I mean, I can make one, right? I will take it. And we'll take the furnace. And we'll take the bed. because then we don't have to worry about that later. And let's just get rid of... Definitely not cotton. Rutabagas. Rutabagas are gone. Now, cotton is multi-purpose, so I don't like to get rid of it. It has turned into string, crafted into seeds, you know. Cotton's a good way to get an early game string farm, is pretty much what I'm trying to say. And it's getting warm in here. It always bugs me. She goes out of her way to complain about money and how much we spend on like oil and stuff. And today it's like 65 degrees outside, and she has the heat running that it's like, 80 in here. And I'm like, you're the reason. You're the reason we waste so much. Like, if you're really that cold, wear a sweater, get a robe, get a blanket. Right, when it's... I'm not one of those people that are like... I don't know, like skimpy on stuff like that, but if you're cold, become warm, do what you have to do, but, don't complain about it and act like it's somebody else's fault, because the way it is in my house right now is literally uncomfortable to me. I think this guy's gonna kill me. Yeah. But it's literally uncomfortable in here. Like, that's how warm it is. And then, I mean, I guess if she's spending somebody else's money, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's multi-purpose. She can waste somebody else's money, and it gives her something to complain about. No, it's actually, it's major multi-purpose, because then it makes me uncomfortable, too. Her complaining makes me angry. Her stupidity makes me angry. And then I'm super warm and uncomfortable, so then I'm even more angry. And she gets to, she's like the freaking government, she gets to waste her quota of money, so the treasury gives her more and gives her something to complain about. And, everyone's happy, aside from me, of course. But, that's kind of a given thing anymore. I'm kind of used to it. Man, that's kind of depressing. No, well, I guess, like, Limonite. I think that's an AOA thing. But I guess, like, laying around playing Minecraft all the time is something to pass the time until, something actually happens. It's kind of depressing, too. So, I mean, it's whatever. What are you? Runium. It's also Advent of Ascension. I think the only thing we're going to find is the Thaumcraft Amber, the Thaumcraft gems, the Starlight stuff, the crystals from Astral Sorcery, and then everything else is pretty much going to be Advent of Ascension. I don't think there's a large amount of other mods in here that implement ore spawn and stuff or whatever. Whatever it's called, World Gen. For actual ores, not so much buildings. I'm not sure, like, I kind of thought Quark did those igloos, but I didn't think Quark was in here, so I don't really know. I could be wrong. Now, I'm going to all these and grabbing all this junk on my way, because it's just going to save time later. And even if you get the ones that say there's nothing on these, it doesn't necessarily mean there's nothing on them. You can get like minor constellations or something. The thing that gets me is I think there's 5 major constellations. Okay, after I put it in my inventory, I can look. But there's 5 major constellations, I think, and then there's like 7 minor constellations or something like that. And the minor constellations you have to get later. Like, they just don't like. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But the minor constellations ain't made available until you do some astral sorcery action. Now, I do know a thing or two about astral sorcery. I have done some things in it, but mostly it was like what I bare minimum had to do for quest related things. I am more interested in finding out more about it, but you know, for now, like I think I mostly scratched the surface with a lot of things. I kind of feel like I covered Bombcraft pretty in depth, especially in survival stories. I mean, not to its full extent, but I think I did a pretty good job. So I'm not too worried about that. But Astral, I think I kind of avoided doing it for the most part. It has some cool things, don't get me wrong, but I just like the only mod pack I really played that had it in that was like something I was interested in was Glacial Awakening, and there wasn't a ton of reason to have it. And we're gonna come back to that. I am not in the right level of anything to take on Blazes right now. The Wizard Tower too. Electro Blob seems to have some pretty a lot of stuff. They also have a crystal for Origin, magic crystals. You can get them through Origin and Flowers, which is kind of cool. I think we're gonna go in here. We might kill the dude and set up shop here. Because I don't want to keep, searching around. It seems like everything's freaking gravel flats here. You have your choice of resources. You want gravel or ice. Well, it's not a whole lot of goodness either way there. He's a good guy. He doesn't have a chest or anything. We'll leave you live for now. But I'm coming back and stealing your house if I don't find something soon. Yeah, you better stay over there, polar bear. So as always, Link. First episode is, punching trees, looking around, seeing where I want to go. Unfortunately, I got a bad, spawn. Bad world seed or whatever they call it. Because, well, it's really, there's not a whole lot of biome diversity. It's like gravel and ice. I thought I seen some grass and stuff off in the distance, but it was a really small patch, and I was looking for something a little bit more sustainable. Those llamas are dying. Don't die. I'll save you. No, I won't. No, I won't. I can't even save myself. How am I going to save those llamas? Not great. Get away from me. Oh, great, we lagged. That's such crap. Give me the, I was hoping it'd give me, like, the blessed super key of awesomeness. Oh, that's such crap. That was pretty far away. 1,200 meters. Oh, boy. If I could just randomly come across an ender pearl, we would be okay. I think I put cheats on so I could literally just, like, click the button. Yeah, I can, instead of it just being, like, I have to go into open the LAN and stuff. I did that because I'm not too familiar with Advent of Ascension, and I'm not overly confident in this mod working. So, you know, if something just messes up, I can go in and fix it. But I probably won't use it. Like, I don't like... If I play a mod pack that I feel that I need to cheat items in, it's the mod pack's fault. Like, I'm questing Mayhem. Like, I don't think I cheated in that one, but that one I wanted to, because, like, to make, like, the final generator, you had to make, like, 300, 400 of the beginning generators, and then tier them up over and over and over and over and over and over. And eventually, you either decided to quit, cheated, or actually went insane. So, you know, I chose quitting because I don't really like cheating, and I'm already pretty insane, so there's no point in, you know, making that worse. Right? Like, I'm already like, it's no wonder, though. Like, it's no wonder I am the way I am. Look at my family, what I grew up with. And I love how people are like, only you can change it. No, not really. Not really. If I could choose who I was born, what family I was born into, it would probably be a lot different. I mean, yeah, there's some people in my family I like, but there is so much... Oh boy. There is so much negativity in this area. It's enough to drive someone crazy all on its own. You can't be here and be normal. Because if you come here and you're normal, and you come here on purpose, you're not normal, because you would never choose to come here on purpose. And then, you know, if you started out normal, it doesn't take long for them to convert you to their ways. So you're like, you know, you're one of those weird people that do things that, you know, only benefit themselves, or you're in, you know, or, you know, they convert you to a lunatic so no one believes anything you ever say about them. It's actually a cool little system they got going on. 100% wrong and annoying, but I guess, like I told my ex-girlfriend, whenever things started getting, like, kind of bad, I was like, you gotta have a certain level of admiration for what they do here. Yeah, it's wrong, but it's great. Like, it's like Voldemort or Hitler. Yeah, what they did is ridiculous and wrong, but to be able to actually do it, it's something to kind of envy. Yeah, they're horrible people. I acknowledge that fact. And I'm gonna die before I can get there. Now, I acknowledge the fact that they're not exactly, you know, cream of the crop society, but, you know, they're... I almost made it. But the things they did... Well, I mean... They made... Let's put it this way. They made history books, and they will be remembered forever. And it's not necessarily, like I said, it's not really a good thing. But that's kind of how I feel about what they do here. Like, however they mess with people's heads to make them do what they want. It's wrong. And it's disgusting. But it's you know, it's not an easy feat. Like I said, you'd have to live my life and have my personality to really understand how I feel about some of these things. By no means do I envy it or condone it, but... And I probably would never... If I had the capability of doing these things, I probably wouldn't. Unless it was, like, to get laid or something. because, I'm a dude, and, there's no such thing as too much carnal relations, in my opinion. But, that's besides the point. But now, I mean, I watched this movie that was, like, borderline. It was a B-rated, pretty much a B-rated smut film. Like, it wasn't, like, straight up porno, but it wasn't, like, but you knew from the title that it was going to be, like one of those Not Another Teen movies or American Pie kind of things. So I watched it. I'm not going to mention the title because I don't want a bunch of kids looking it up. But the chick gets superpowers, and she's like a nympho. It means she likes a lot of physical relations, and in her particular case, male or female didn't really make much of a difference. and she's like, "Oh, I got all these superpowers, but I promise I'm not going to use them for self gain." And then it has like a cutaway screen where she's having like a daydream, and she's like, "Well, unless it's to get laid," and I'm like, "This girl is my hero." Like, how do I find a girl like that? but, but yeah, shit, that's kind of how I feel about some stuff. Yeah, see, you guys are slowly getting to know me on a more personal level, and it's probably not a good thing. I know, out of all honesty, I don't really. Oh, we're lagging again. I don't view myself as a bad person, and I don't really think my thoughts are too abstract or anything along the lines of morally decrepit. But by no means do I consider myself a good person either. So, I mean, I guess that's how I kind of look at it. I'm not really like, if you're going through like movie or video games, I'm not really like a villain, and I'm not really like a henchman, but I'm definitely no hero. I'm like the shady merchant guy that is in a lot of video games. He wanders around and you find him and he's like, "Oh, what's up, friend? I have no qualms with you, good or bad. You know, you know, if you got money, I got, I'm here to serve, kind of thing." But no, I don't care what you're using this rocket launcher for. I'm just trying to live my life and trying to maintain a sense of freedom. What you do with your stuff is your business. It's kind of like, I guess that's kind of like my mentality. Now, I'm not like a drug dealer anymore or anything like that. Like, but like it's like that kind of mentality, I suppose. Like, I mean, as long as you're not straight up planning global genocide or like wholesale slavery, or even on the good spectrum, you're not trying to like push your ideals on the general public. I'm pretty down with just like going with the flow. But whenever you're, some priest or pastor or, creepy little altar boy walking around wearing your robes trying to give everybody a pamphlet on the Bible, that kind of rubs me the wrong way. The same as like, if you're some, you know, some creepy little cult kid is wearing his robes, walking around, pushing or, enticing kids into your car with candy so you can take them somewhere in the middle of nowhere and tie them up and train them to be your slaves for future generations, then I'm probably not going to be too happy with you either. But, if it's, if someone's going out in the woods and blowing up watermelons with, hand grenades, more power to you. Be safe. Don't get hurt. Try not to blow up any buildings. Have fun. That's kind of how I feel. This is me running for president. no slavery, no pushing your religion. But if you want to blow up watermelons with hand grenades, I encourage it. You deserve your freedom. But I don't think this thing's going to load. And we're at the half an hour mark. So this was a pretty bad episode, but it's a good startup. I think next episode I'll have a place that we're gonna start out. And I think we'll look more into the mods and look more into what we can do for beginning materials. Probably look a little into the Advent of Ascension, which I wanted to do this episode, at least look at the main menu of it and the guides, but it'll be content for next episode. Besides, my whole 3 subscribers and 1 person that views maybe 1 video every, 2 months, I don't think you'll be too disappointed. I mean, I got like 300 videos if anyone actually starts to like my stuff. I'm sure there's something in there that'll tickle your fancy. So, thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys next time.